It has. It's been a long process, but I feel really excited that we have reached this point that today, after 118 days on strike, we finally have an agreement. It's an agreement that our members can be proud of. I'm certainly very proud of it. And that's what we always said we would do. We said we would only accept a fair, equitable, and respectful deal. And that's precisely what this deal is. So I think our members, as we are able to release more of the details of it, will look at them and say, this is something that was worth being on strike for, and our union has helped protect our future. And really, as someone who's committed to being part of the labor movement, that's what it's all about.
And I got picked by one of the actors there.
Sure. I mean, I think a lot of things have advanced between the last moment of our negotiations in July, around the 12th of July, to today. So that includes things like minimum wages that have increased substantially to help our members keep up with the impact of inflation that's occurred over the last couple of years. That includes significant additional money related to the streaming business and helping actors deal with the fact that the business model of streaming has completely changed how the work of being an actor actually plays out in terms of people's real lives, with shorter seasons of series and then longer breaks between them. It's become almost unsustainable. So having additional money coming in to help people working in the streaming business, actors working in the streaming business, is absolutely essential. There's a whole host of other provisions in the contract that will help our members, including things like increased contributions for benefit plans, including our health plan and our pension plan, as well as other kinds of changes. Yeah, definitely. AI was one of the more challenging topics in this negotiation from the very beginning, I think, because it's not a topic that everybody necessarily is fully conversant in. And it also is something that has evolved even while we've been in this negotiation process. The capabilities of generative AI tools have expanded dramatically. So we have really been focused on making sure that the guardrails that we negotiated for were future proof, or at least future resistant, so that as we went through not just the term of this contract, but afterwards, these guardrails would continue to be effective in protecting our members. And they are centered around informed consent and fair compensation. And I feel very confident when our members see what we have done with the AI provisions, that they will feel that they are being well protected against the likely developments in this part of the industry. I think that's one of the challenges of trying to anticipate technological change, is that people get nervous about what might happen. And so I feel like in a way they're nervous in the reverse of what we're nervous about. And so that means a lot of work had to be put into finding that common ground and creating the protections that were sufficient for what we needed, but not so far that the companies would refuse to engage with them. And so that has been a tricky part of this whole process, but I do think we ultimately got there, and we did achieve the kind of protections that our members both need and expect and also deserve. Well, it's interesting because they've also been saying that it was really, really important to get this deal done because they have a lot of production that they want to engage in for, the television season and for summer movies and things of that nature. So, I recognize that during a strike, sometimes rhetoric gets heated. People sometimes say things with the intention of sort of generating a reaction. And so I think really we will see over the coming days, weeks, and months what the industry's real intentions are. But my expectation is that they do really want to get people back to work, and that they'll do so.